Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where you can find support in healing fearful avoidant attachment system. My name is Joanna. Today I would like to talk about the wound which fearful avoidants have carrying in a subconscious mind. And the wound is I am unworthy, I have no value, or other form of the same wound is I am worthless. So today, using my own experience plus the experience from my sessions with fearful avoidant clients, I will show you how to get in touch with these wounds and how to heal them. So today we'll start with a simple example. I'll be using example of dismissive avoidant male and fearful avoidant woman in a relationship or just dating. But also if you are a single person after breakup, or you had a relationship with dismissive avoidant person, you also will be able to use this process to get in touch with the wound and apply the tool to heal the wound. So from my own experience and from my clients' experience, when as women here, when we are dating with dismissive avoidant male, we very often waiting for the messages, phone calls, dates, meetings. And if you are dating with, or you are in a relationship with the dismissive avoidant person, you notice probably that the communication between us, it's not often, and we feel confused because we really want to be closer, we really want to connect with the partner, with the person we are dating, but this person keeps the distance, physical and emotional, and this is very painful for us. It's painful because we carry this wound, I have no value, I am worthless, or the other form, I am unworthy of love. So the wound, the perception which we hold about ourselves, was created a long time ago when we were children, and our main caregiver, which is a mom or maybe a dad, didn't spend much time with us, and in the interactions with us, they gave us the constant message that they don't have time, they're not available, they don't understand us, they don't have patience and interest to be with us, to actually get to know us. So when we experience the same interaction and the same feelings over and over, we got the program, we got this wound, we got this perception about ourselves that there is something wrong with us, that there is that I must be unworthy of having this connection because my mom or my dad doesn't want to spend time with me. And now when we are in a relationship with dismissive avoidant partner who is more into the internal world, who keeps the distance, we have this same emotional reaction which we had a long time ago with our parents. So using the relationship with our partner, or using this opportunity when we are dating someone who keeps emotional distance or keeps physical distance, like it's not calling us or texting or replying, this situation we can use for our time and opportunity to heal the wound. I am unworthy, I have no value, I am worthless. So in the next part, I'll be reading some notes from my sessions with clients. I'll be using experiences of other people and my own as well. Here is also my own experience. What kind of emotional responses we have when we have this, when we are in the situation when the dismissive avoidant person, in this case, in this example, men, and we are women, is giving us a impression that he's interested, that yes, we are a couple, you are my girlfriend, yes, I would like to meet with you. But actually, for example, you're sending a message and you're waiting for the reply 3 days, or you would like to meet and you trying to even suggest that you would like to meet, and the person is like always replying, I'm busy, I will let you know, and stuff like that. So we are very confused and it's painful for us, but it's only because we have this wound. That's why we are reacting strongly, and it's very confusing for us. So we're using this example. Um, First part is it's good when you make this on paper, because and when you are triggered. So for example, when you had a very nice date, you spent very nice time together, you were intimate, and then after the date there is like few days no contact, and you feel like, oh, maybe I did something wrong, maybe I said something wrong, why he's not even replying or not messaging me, because probably you are waiting for the message, and it might like be 1 week or 2 weeks, and you even feel that you were used, because there was closeness, there was connection, and now it's this big gap, the opposite side, where it's no contact, no emotional connection, no interest, there is no interest. He doesn't show any interest in your well-being, in your emotional state, and in general. I would like to make a note here that it's for fearful avoidance who feels also trapped in the relationship because they are dating someone. I have clients who are dating, and for long, like few months already, and they're very confused because they have this feeling, I need to leave this relationship, he doesn't care about me, he's using me, but they keep going and meeting with and dating and spending time together, and actually using an opportunity to be together. And then there is this, we meeting the need for closeness and connection through these meetings, through these interactions, but because we carry so many wounds, not only I am unworthy, but much more, uh, it's very hard for us to actually decide if we want to continue the relationship, and it's hard for us to even set a boundary around meetings, around dating. So if you are triggered, you have emotional response, painful emotional response, like almost anxiety attack, when you're waiting for the message, when you had a very nice time together and then it's long time no connection, and then this person is again calling you or suggesting the meeting, and you going back, and there is the same pattern of meeting. So healing the all wounds which you have around relationship, how the bond between you and other human being supposed to look like and feels like. If you heal all of these wounds, you'll be more, I would call it like emotionally sober and grounded and centered. It will be easier for you to decide what's right for you. Do I want to actually work on the relationship and give this person a chance and myself a chance to create a relationship with this person, or this is too much work and I don't have time for this, I'm not willing to put that much work in this type of relationship, and it's time to leave. So the emotions will guide you how deep and how deep is the wound, perception, belief. Okay, so you're taking a pen and paper, and you're writing down the situation, right? He doesn't want to spend time with me. So you know he has he's after, you know, approximately his schedule maybe, that or you following him on social media, and you know that he has time just that he's not spending this time with you, just a little bit, and you wish more, right? So you're describing, okay, he doesn't want to spend time with me. If he doesn't want to spend time with me, it must mean that he doesn't care. He's not interested in me. And if he doesn't care, he's not interested in me, um, it means that I have no value, or the meetings with me have no value to him. So you already, when you write this down, when you say it, like, obviously there is a fact, you have this perception. He could meet with me, he has time to meet with me, but he prefers to do other things like spending time alone, for example. So it must mean that I have no value to him, that I am not worthy of his time. And when you will be triggered, when you'll be feeling these emotions, you have an emotional reaction in your body, you feel the pain of having this perception that it's about you and your worthiness, and he's able to see it and judge it and assess. That's why he's not calling, not spending time, and not putting any effort. Also, when you work through this, you list all the meanings. So he's not calling back, he's texting after 3 days. He's meeting with me, and the time between next meeting is 2-3 weeks. It must mean I am not worthy of his time, I am not worthy of the effort. I have no value to him. Our meetings to him has no value. And you listing all the meanings, right? Because the meaning is causing the pain. When I'm working with clients, and through my own experience, unfortunately as well, I found out that we have this perception: I am not worthy of your attention, of your time, of your love, because when we are born and we are so dependent on our parents, and we were inside our mom, we were super extra connected with her, and then we are outside of her. She can see us, like she has us in front of her, and now um, I think we have this perception as children that she's able to assess the value we carry. She's able to assess how much love, effort, time, interest actually I deserve. Why? Because she created me. I am part of her, like she created me. I was part of her. Now she can see me, and she's like, "Oh, I don't see any value. You deserve only this amount because we receive love. So you deserve only short amount of time, not much effort." And in my opinion, we have this perception, this painful, super painful perception comes from um, this dynamic that we were created by parents, and um, we really wanted and really needed their love and attention, because without them we will not survive. So we have this assumption, oh, she's able to see my value. And now when we have this wound, like our parents didn't confirm the opposite, like you are the precious thing of the world, and you deserve everything, which you deserve all the love, support, and our guidance in life. When we didn't get that, and now we are in the romantic relationship, we already have this rule about how the interaction, how the relationship, the bond should look like. And when the guy, in this case, but it applies to all gender and to everyone, when we are interested in someone romantically and we really want to have a connection with this person, attached to this person, and this person is not showing interest, effort, this wound, he or she is touching the wound. Oh, you are not worthy of my time, of my effort, of my attention. And we have this false assumption that this person is actually able to assess our value, which is not true. Because when you see the children, I love children and babies, and when you look at children and newborn and like toddler, any type, any kind of child, any age, sorry, um, you the child has the value the moment when it's conceived, the moment when there is life. New life has the same value everywhere on the whole planet and universe. So no one is able to assess our value. It's impossible. We carry the value right away. We are worthy of love, of attention, of good life, and everything which is good. We are worthy, and we have just this false perception. And our relationship with these people who are keeping distance is actually time to update this perception about our value. So how we do that, right? We're finding these meanings. I am not worthy, sorry, of effort or time, energy, interest. And then we're looking for the proof. So what makes me think that I am not worthy of effort? Well, because he's not calling. What makes me feel that I am not worthy of love? Because I am alone. He could be with me here, but I am alone. So we hold this strongest proof for us because most of the time we are alone. I mean, we can spend time with family and friends, so we have this time not alone. But then at the end of the day, we feel like we don't have the connection we crave. We are alone because he is not with us. Because we would like to be together, close, or at least talk on a phone, and we cannot do that. This is the person we crave, the connection we crave with this person is not available to us. And this actually happened when we were children. We really wanted to be with mom or dad, and our parents were just not available to us because of the work, because of the pain, emotional pain they were going through, because of the addiction, because of the mental illness. There are many, many reasons, but we wanted connection and we couldn't get that. We could only get a small portion, right? So you're holding this main proof, I am alone here. I want to be in a connection, I have connection, but I am alone. So then you're writing down, you are alone. Why is this so bad? When I am alone, so you're replying, okay, when I am alone, it must mean that I am not deserving anyone to be with me. I'm not deserving the connection, and I'm not deserving this because I am worthless. I have no value. I'm not worthy of love. So this is the core wound, the most painful perception you're holding about yourself, and this is coming only from the interactions and from how we are created and how much we depend on our parents, right? Also very helpful question, which will guide you to the wound, is okay, he's not doing this, he could meet with you, but he prefers to be with a friend or family or alone, not with you. So why do you think he's treating you this way? If he's treating you this way, it must mean, and again you're listing the meaning, right? So in the process of healing the wound, we finding the proofs, we holding as evidence that this is which will support the belief I must not, I don't deserve love, I'm not worthy. We have these proofs, right? He's not calling, he's not texting, I am alone. So in this process, we finding the opposites. Actually, is it true that you are alone? Well, not quite, because I have family, I have friends, I have colleagues, I have my cat, my dog, so, and I have a partner, I have someone I'm dating, or I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend, so I am not alone. So this is like a opposite proof to what your brain holds as a truth, because if you will not question this perception, your brain will hold it as 100% truth. And this is actually painful and not true. You are not alone, right? So the other is he's not calling. Is it true that he is not calling? No, he is calling, but not as often as I wish. But he is calling, right? He's not texting me back. Is it true? He is texting, but 3 days later. So you're finding the proofs of opposite. This is the process of actually removing the belief. But because, as I said before, that the belief I am unworthy is quite deep, and it comes from this perception that our parents are able to actually assess our value, our worth. The other part, when you healing this belief, when you're updating the perception about yourself, which is the result of interactions with mom and dad, or other caregivers, main caregiver. So when you're healing, you need to ask yourself a question: how this belief is actually serving me? How this belief is helping me? Because you adopted this perception about yourself in order to actually survive at home, to actually have a connection with mom or dad or both parents, and by adopting this perception, I don't deserve, I am worthless, I am unworthy, I have no value, this perception about you helped you. And now it's still active because you didn't take time and effort, and you didn't spend enough repetition and emotions to reprogram this, to heal this, right? So now you're listing all of these benefits of holding on this belief, of actually keeping the wound alive. I know it might sound crazy. How could I believe that I am unworthy and have benefits of this? But the truth is, and what I'll read you here, is that it's helping us. But you have to be really tuned in and allow this all emotions to guide you to the messages, because you holding a positive association with this perception. Okay, so on sessions, and when I'm healing my own wounds, we're finding the belief, we're finding the proofs which support the belief, what makes you think that this is true, and then we're finding the opposites to these listed beliefs. The next part is actually to find reason why you are holding on this belief. Why do we have this wound? And here I will read what I hear from my clients, and what I also what was my motivation to keep the belief, right? So with this perception, because it's a perception about you, with this perception about me, I can understand why my mom doesn't want to be with me, why she doesn't want to spend time with me, because if I am unworthy, then at least I know why she's not putting any effort to show any interest in me, right? With this perception, I will not ask for what I want and need, and I will not be punished. So, fearful avoidants are not expressing needs and avoid to their repressing needs, and they're very focused and tuned to other people because of this perception about themselves. I am not worthy, my needs are not worthy, so it's better to not express them, because also I had experience when I expressed and wanted and tried to get my need met, I was punished in emotional way, for example by shaming or rejection, right? So the other reasons why we're holding on this belief, with this perception, I will get only what is given to me and no one will be upset with me. So this person who had this proof, who had this what the reason why she or he, I don't know, that's random, um, hold on the belief because experience when wanted, for example, express the need for connection, mom or dad was upset that you are so needy, I don't have time right now, leave me alone, and was upset. So the child could sense that mom is angry, and now with this belief, I am not worthy of meeting my needs, of getting what I want, love, connection. I am unworthy, and I'll upset people when I express that. With this perception, I am unworthy, I will not make any trouble which could hurt my mom. Sometimes our parents, when we are children, basically when we are children and we are growing up and we deal with emotions and we do stuff, we make troubles, right? For parents' perception, from adult perception, child behaving certain way makes trouble. And when we do things and our parent is upset and is like disappointed at us, we have this feeling, I cannot with I'm not worthy, so I will not make troubles, and my mom will not be upset and will not be hurt by my behavior. With this perception, it is easier to accept my pain and disappointment. With this perception, no one will hurt me because I am already hurt. With this perception, I will never ask for more than I can get, so I will never feel disappointed. With this perception, I will never want anything because when I do, it hurts. So these are examples of the reasons why we actually holding on the belief, on the perception, I am unworthy, I don't deserve, I am worthless, I have no value. These were the examples. Now in the next part, we need to find out what bad will happen if we let go. Because if something on a deep subconscious level is serving us, and it's programmed in us, will not want to let go that easily. That's why a scientist says that it's 21 days of consistent work to actually create new neural pathway and to reprogram old program. So we don't want to let go because on the subconscious level, this perception is serving us, right? So the next part of the session, or when you are doing this work, will be what bad will happen if you will let go of this perception about yourself, that you are alone because you have no value, you are not worthy of time, effort, attention, and you ask yourself, okay, so what might bad have happened? Like what like something bad may happen because the moment I will let go, or the moment I will actually feel that I deserve. And some people may reply, I'll be angry, because for so long we repressed our needs, we um, neglected ourselves, we betrayed ourselves in order to get connection, and the anger is in us, and we express the anger in passive aggressive ways and criticism and blaming. And now if we will let go, actually the anger can be vivid and we could explode, right? The other example, I will lose my mom. If I will let go of this perception about me, I'll have no connection with my mom. This is the perception of a child. This is not conscious perception of you as an adult. It's a perception of a child who was hurt by not having enough connection and closeness with main caregiver. So you have a right to have this idea. If I will feel worthy, if I will feel like my needs are valid and important, I will lose my mom. The other one, I will lose my mom because I will show her that she's bad, unfair, unloving. What she's what she's doing is wrong. Then she will leave me, and I will never see her again. As long as I am unworthy, we'll be together. So from this example, you see that the moment you will feel worthy, that you deserve effort, time, interactions, closeness, attention, the moment you will actually feel it that you deserve, you might lose attachment figure, because as long as you have this perception about yourself, you at least have your mom, your dad, your main caregiver, and you are at least together. And in this example, um, if you, some people are afraid to let go of this belief, because then they think they will be really alone without anyone, right? So this is how we are getting in touch with this core wound, with this core belief, with this painful perception about ourselves. And the best time is to actually use when you are triggered, because you felt this way when you were a child, then in your relationships, even with friends, in romantic relationships, and now the cup is full, and when someone doesn't is keeping the emotional distance, this wound is alive. So I will finish here as a, because I think already it's long video. I hope you are still here. But this is very important, deep wound which has to be healed, because you always suffer that he or she didn't call you or didn't meet with you, or you feel used by a partner. The moment the partner keeps distance, the moment the partner keeps emotional, physical distance with you, and this is the perception which has to be updated. So in next video, I will suggest tips and processes how to heal this wound. Thank you for watching.